Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and a pair of Hall of Famers with us, Doris Burke and David Aldridge. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for C.J. McCollum.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Cason Wallace is out there with Gilgeous-Alexander, and it's Williams at the 3. And for Portland, Wallace up on top. Three-pointer. Porzingis with the rebound. It's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. Here is Shakur. Well, we are quickly reaching the end of the regular season. Doris, are you as excited as I am for the playoffs coming up?
Definitely, Kevin, and I know it's on the players' and coaches' minds. It's right there waiting for us. But let's remember, the most mature teams, the best teams, recognize games are still to be played. You cannot let the playoffs distract you from what's in front of your face.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Hartenstein. Here's Holmgren. Oklahoma City moving the ball around. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Softly drops in the floater.
Boy, delicate touch on that floater by SHAI Gilgeous-Alexander. That's pretty.
Now here's Bledsoe. And so just over a minute and a half played. Clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Shakur. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
Now, here's Holmgren. His last outing, we saw him pour in 22. Williams for 3. It's hauled in by Porzingis.
Boy, having a hard time making shots. Just 1 for 4 to start this game.
And he gets it to go.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Williams gets the bucket.
Jalen Williams is a tough physical guy who can really shoot the basketball.
Pass to Porzingis. Here is Shakur. Wallace, good. That's another bucket.
And this is all you need to know about the year he's having. He's coming up on the single-season franchise scoring record.
And when he does get there, I bet it's a long time until someone matches it. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. Here are the teams that have been dialing it up defensively since the All-Star break, the league's steal leaders. Second, the Thunder.
You know, the defense has been frenetic, and it seems like they're gaining momentum as the season wears on. I mean, they're forcing a lot of turnovers.
Holmgren the pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Williams. Driving to the basket. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Look out, because if Jalen Williams wants to put it on the deck and get to the cup, I would not lose my mind and step in front of him.
One guy who now seems to be a perennial MVP candidate, SHAI Gilgeous-Alexander, Doris. He is rocketing up the charts.
He is, Kevin. There's no doubt about it. He can consistently put 30 on you like it's absolutely nothing. He gives you everything else as well, including incredible leadership and great teammate skills.
And with that threat of the outside jumper, Holmgren generates space for this offense.
Porzingis against Hartenstein. Shot clock at 6. Here is Shakur. A three-pointer off the mark.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Wallace kicks to Holmgren. Poked away. Fast break. Here come the Trailblazers. Here's Shakur over Williams. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Portland shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
First team foul.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Pass to Holmgren. On the wing, Gilgeous-Alexander. He's a guy we see deliver on a nightly basis, averaging about 24.5 points a game. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Here is Shakur. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Porzingis. And Holmgren pulls it down.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Gilgeous-Alexander passes to Williams. Pulls up. High post. Holmgren wide open. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. Holmgren's got 6.
And playing up-tempo, pro-level ball can be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
Now here's Bledsoe. Coming off a solid outing against Charlotte.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Holmgren kicks to Gilgeous-Alexander. Some nice passing by Oklahoma City here. Wallace misses.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Porzingis against Hartenstein. Over to the wing. And taken away by Wallace. To the inside. Here's Holmgren. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And that 7-foot frame of Holmgren makes him so difficult to guard.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Thunder.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Off target there, that would have pushed the lead to double digits. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Well, I was able to talk with the head coach of the Blazers for a minute. He immediately mentioned that SHAI Gilgeous-Alexander, of course, is at the top of their scouting report.
Good, he hits again.
And for this franchise, he's now tied the record for most points in a single season.
That tells you all you need to know about him offensively. He is ultra savvy and ultra skilled. And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And Oklahoma City making a change here. Mitchell's checked in. And here now the Thunder, leading by 5. Williams, that's good.
All right, defensively now, you've got to find a way to slow this guy down because he's putting it to you.
Cullen passes to Shakur. Now here's Bledsoe. Tight defense on him. Portis kicks to Shakur. Portis a screen on Mitchell. And got it! Another basket.
And he's done it. A new single-season franchise scoring record. Great accomplishment from him in what's been an incredible run.
It's been a season for the ages for him, and one that will go down in the history of this franchise. On the clock, stolen by Bledsoe. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. Here is Shakur. He's got 10. 18 feet out. A second chance effort. And it's Porzingis laying it in. And now just a 2-point Thunder lead.
Well, you love the physicality by Porzingis. Mix it up off the backboards. KP.
Samaki. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here is Shakur. McCollum kicks to Shakur. Screen by Porzingis to the middle. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's...
Incredible performance when they needed him most.
He's now broken the franchise record for points scored in a single season. That is coming up big. Trailblazers making a switch here. Bledsoe's checked in. Jalen Williams is checked in for Oklahoma City. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 6 to shoot. Excellent D there from Williams.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
So the Thunder 5 right now. Both Jalen and Jalen Williams are out there. One at the 3, the other at the 5. Then there's Wallace, and it's Chet Holmgren.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Thunder trailing by 4. Inside, here's Wallace, and the layup's good off the glass. Wallace has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And Portland making a change here. So a moment now to see the story for Jalen Williams.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
A shot by Shakur, no good. Oklahoma City's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. A good look from Holmgren. And again, it's Oklahoma City.
Oh, nice smooth jumper from Holmgren. The young guy finds some room and instantly takes advantage.
Porzingis takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Pass to Holmgren. To the paint, Samaki. The putback, and Williams is right there. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Thunder.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here is Shakur. 6 on the shot clock. Launches it. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds now in the game. And there's another one for the Thunder.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
To the inside. Holmgren with the steal. Got a piece of it. Down low. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run. run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Here is Shakur. Lets it go. And again, it's Portland converting. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Blazers.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And the other thing that's working for them tonight, getting out into the open floor. A lot of the damage coming in transition.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Both teams deciding to change it up. While we can, let's have a peek at the league's top foul shooting teams over the course of the last month. Second, the Thunder.
Yeah, I mean, both of these clubs have really been good from the free throw line. I mean, the focus is there, and the numbers would back that up.
And he lobs it toward the rim, takes the alley-oop pass, and dunks it down.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. No good from Bledsoe.
That's a shot he makes with regularity, but that time the defense up to the challenge.
The Trailblazers have gone 8 of 14 in the second quarter on field goal attempts. Here is Shakur. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. 14 points for him.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Williams' shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Stewart passes to Bledsoe. Over Williams. Stewart kicks to Shakur. 5 on the clock. Portland moving the ball around. And Bledsoe has it in the corner. A three-pointer is right on target. Bledsoe's got 5 now.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Over McCollum. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Bledsoe taking his time here. Out to the wing. Here's Shakur. Offline with his 3.
No idea why he's attempting so many outside shots. It's not his day, and he needs to either look to drive or get it to an open teammate.
Gilgeous-Alexander hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And Kevin, they started the game shooting it so well. I'm surprised they haven't continued. They've got to get back to their strength.
Lets it go from 11. Rebound by the Trailblazers. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
That control of the boards, I felt, fed their offense. There were a ton of second chances, a lot of confidence their bigs could dominate the glass.
It'll go. The Portland lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Wallace.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here is Shakur. Drains it from 17 feet out. 18 points for him.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens. That pass had to be thrown not only in the right spot, but at the right time.
Thunder trailing by 6. Samaki, guarded by Bledsoe.
Oh, please.
talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here is Shakur. Wallace covering. A shot by Shakur, no good. Oklahoma City has gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrapper.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. There's 14 seconds left in the first half. They set the pick. Here's Shakur. It could go, and no good on the last second attempt this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Trailblazers lead by 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll get back just after halftime to start the third quarter.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule.
And looking at the Grizzlies matchup, they'll have the advantage coming in, but it's not like they're infallible. I mean, no one is.
Yeah, I mean, on paper, it's a Now looking at this Oklahoma City game, the Thunder dealing with a thin margin.
One thing that's helped tonight, their three-point shooting.
And that's a halftime wrap. Let's get back to the second half with the call by Kevin.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Greg, we know about the Euro step, but is the decel the next move that's getting more notice?
I think it is, Kevin, and you can see players have quickly incorporated that into their arsenal. It's been fun to watch, man, and I tell you, it creates some uncomfortable situations.
Shot clock at 5. Ties it from 19. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 6th rebound on the night, and for Oklahoma City. The 4 and the 5, the lengthy pair of Holmgren and Hartenstein. Gilgeous-Alexander out there with Case and Wallace. And it's Williams at the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, here is Shakur. Latrey. Thunder with the rebound. Holmgren's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. His 3-pointers off the mark. Portland trailing here. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks. Chet Holmgren has a slender frame, but he's determined to still protect the rim. Coach Dagnall said he'll get dunked on 10 straight times if that's what the game calls for. He paused and then added, he won't actually get dunked on 10 straight times. He's going to get a couple of those, too. Kevin, he certainly will.
I agree. David, he is fearless. Williams finds Hartenstein. Outside Williams. The shot, no good. Good D by Bledsoe. There's the pick from deep three-point land, from beyond the arc, and then some. Bledsoe's got 8 points.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. It's good. Great play by Williams to set it up. Williams has got 4 assists in the game.
Yeah, there's a competitive toughness to shake Gilgeous-Alexander. He comes right back with a 3 of his own.
Here's Porzingis. It doesn't go for him.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Here's Williams. Connects in the foul line jumper. He's got 11.
Oh, what a nice stroke from the mid-range for Jalen Williams, making you pay.
Here is Shakur. To the right side. The turnaround jumper. Count it. 22 points for him. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Portland grabs the miss. Up next for him, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Bledsoe dishes to Shakur. There's a screen. Goes back up. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. Holmgren's got his 8th rebound here tonight. And Chet Holmgren's been a great player from day one, Doris. What do you like most about his game?
I don't know which aspect to pick. This guy is a great rim protector. He can shoot the basketball from three-point territory and with great range from 3. But maybe my favorite aspect is the competitive toughness he brings on a nightly basis.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout here. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
And now a chance to take a look at the numbers for Gilgeous-Alexander. In the second half of this season, he's been nothing short of spectacular. 2nd in scoring, and he's in the top 5 in assists per game as well. He sees the floor and makes the game easier for his teammates.
And it's nice when you have the NBA's best free throw shooter just keep the ball in his hands in clutch situations. He's been completely automatic this season. Pass to Bledsoe. Here is Shakur. Porzingis inside. He's defended by Hartenstein. And no good. Here's Williams, and it's sent back by Bledsoe. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Thunder will retain possession. Trailblazers on D. It's a 1-point game. And good that time. And it's 9 points for SHAI Gilgeous-Alexander.
They are just killing them on the interior.
To Porzingis. Clock at 6. Here is Shakur. For the 3. It's rebounded by Hartenstein.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And here is Holmgren. From outside, off the mark. Here is Shakur. Out to the right wing. There's the pick, the shot, and that's good for 2. 24 points for him. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail-biter.
I really like the way he's playing in this half. He looks so much more aggressive and confident.
Pass to Bledsoe. And now Williams.
You can see Jalen Williams' speed on display right there. Gets out to score on the fast break.
Now a timeout called by Portland. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Bobby Portis has checked in for the Trailblazers. Here is Shakur. Porzingis against Hartenstein. Fades and shoots. Nice shot by Porzingis. Porzingis has got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, that jumper is pure Porzingis. Nice follow through, nice touch. This guy is very fundamentally sound.
Holmgren the pass to Williams. Bledsoe with the rebound. Bledsoe's got 4 rebounds now tonight. To the wing on the left. Pass to Porzingis. Here is Shakur. That three off the mark.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
On the wing, Williams. Hartenstein with the screen for Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. From 13, yep, that one goes in there. 13 points in the game.
This guy is an absolute scorer from anywhere on the floor. SHAI Gilgeous-Alexander doing work in the mid-range.
Pass to Porzingis. Here is Shakur. Shoots over Gilgeous-Alexander. A shot by Shakur, no good. To the middle. Here's Hartenstein. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Williams has got 5 assists tonight. Portland trails by 5. Bledsoe outside. Portis sets the pick for Bledsoe. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Pass to Holmgren. Hartenstein with the screen on Portis. Holmgren out of bounds. Portland takes possession. Here's a look at some of the players that have exploded in the second half of the season. These are the scoring leaders since the All-Star break. SHAI Gilgeous-Alexander is second.
He is making his mark in a big way and with big points. You love to see guys get better the later in the season we get.
Now a timeout called by Portland. Williams, he's checked in for the Thunder. Mitchell comes in for Jalen Williams. Portland's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Here is Shakur. Pass to Kamare. 6 to shoot. Stewart kicks to Shakur. Over Mitchell. A basket by Shakur. 26 points for him. And the Thunder with the possession here. 3-point lead. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Defense is right there. Rebounded by Kamare. Portland's gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. Here is Shakur. Covered by Mitchell. A shot by Shakur, no good. Samaki. The Thunder with another miss. The Trailblazers shooting 39% from the floor since the half. Not really what they had in mind. Here is Shakur. Gilgeous-Alexander covering. The shot by Shakur, no good. Oklahoma City leading by 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. It's getting late in the season. Let's see how the standings are out west. You take a look at the Thunder. Right now, they're locked into 3rd place in the conference, looking to get a high seed for the playoffs. And, of course, Portland right on their heels as they've got the next best record.
And seeing where Portland is, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but just give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
The resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
Here is Shakur. High post Stewart. Pocket 4. Portis can't get it to go.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Wiggins finds Mitchell. Holmgren sets the screen for Mitchell. Now Holmgren. Good, and the assist goes to Mitchell. Holmgren's got 16 points.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here is Shakur. Misses from short range. Knocked loose, and we've reached the end of the 3rd. It's the Thunder up 8. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The 4th quarter is coming up next. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game.
Timeout, Blazers. With an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Portland head coach talking to his team. Now, he talked about keeping confidence. He said this game is close, but we know we're the better team. Now it's time to go out there and prove it. See if they can come back in this one, guys.
Okay, David, thanks.
Woo-hoo! That's the athleticism you talk about with Jalen Williams. This guy can get off his feet in a hurry.
So the Thunder 5 right now. They've got Mitchell. Hartenstein is out there with Williams. Then there's Wallace. Portland, no good that time either.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Shakur passes to Bledsoe. Buries the long-range jumper.
That's his 3rd triple this half, and that's after hitting only 1 before that.
Outside Williams. Good, and it's Mitchell picking up the assist. Williams has got 6 points in the quarter.
I mean, Jalen Williams got as great a basketball frame as you could hope for. That's strength right there.
Inside. Just 5 to shoot. Goes up on the wing. The Thunder pull it in. Hartenstein's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Williams gets the bucket.
And usually teams go on runs, and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
Here is Shakur. Wallace covering. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. And he has 28 points for the game.
He is too good a mid-range shooter to leave him that open.
Now Williams. Knocks it loose. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 5-point Thunder lead.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Shot clock at 6. Here is Shakur. One-on-one fast break. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
What I love about Jalen Williams, he makes his presence felt on the game. Athleticism, tireless work ethic, and offensive skills that are just blossoming with each repetition.
Chet Holmgren, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Gilgeous-Alexander comes in for Mitchell. Bledsoe outside. Right wing. 5 on the clock. Releases. And Portland again with the bucket. And Gilgeous-Alexander's got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Into the lane. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row. from the paint.
If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention SHAI Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because SHAI Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
To the wing right side. Pass to Bledsoe. Here is Shakur. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. Holmgren's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
First personal foul, fourth team foul.
First free throw is good.
Trailblazers, number 44. 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here is Wallace. Now here's Holmgren. To the paint. He's looking for Hartenstein and finds him. And he banks in the layup. Hartenstein's got the lead up to 11 now for Oklahoma City. Timeout, Blazers. Portland's gotten 3 of their 6 3-pointers to fall here in the fourth. Here is Shakur. Portland again missing.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
Personal foul, fourth team foul.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Holmgren sets the screen for Gilgeous-Alexander. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you know teams are going to be physical with Holmgren, but he's aggressive, and boy, he plays with passion.
Holmgren hits them both. Portland trails by 13. There's the screen. And he drops in the layup off the glass. 22 points for him.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
Boy, this guy is an absolute force of nature on the offensive end. SGA, I don't know what the defense is going to do with you.
Here's Porzingis. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. Holmgren's, and it's Oklahoma City's ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Great look, but off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Off with the layup. Portland trails by 13.
And so only one team answered the bell tonight, guys. Not a monster blowout by any means, but still a double-digit victory for Oklahoma City.
It was like watching a three-point shooting contest tonight here.
And they just didn't seem to let up, whether the last several shots went down or not. 3 after 3, it just seemed to pay off for them.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And continued dominance against this team, winning both of their matchups this season.
Hey, you know, guys, what a nice performance it was for Chet Holmgren.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock.
Number 9, third personal foul. Team is in the penalty.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits the second from the line.